We know Xbox ain't. We know ain't none of them gonna beat it. We already know.
What you talking about? I beat almost all of them, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
All right.
Shout out to Rain Man. He said, "Heard you lost your job. Here's some money, player." Oh shit.
Whoa, what the fuck?
Looking.
Damn.
Dollars. Damn. Send some more. Send some more.
Oh man,
you telling me something I don't know? Send some more.
That's probably your
supervisor. Your supervisor. That's probably your supervisor.
That's
bad.
Yeah. Send some more. Shit. That's that. What happened on Tony? Gay Tony?
Tony and
the trans man
and old boy Ravish.
Oh yeah, he dug up Ravish.
He's going on.
He dug up Ravish and shit from the dead and shit.
I had some stuff I wanted to say, but that nigga
no, say that shit. What did he say? I lost my job.
This thing. He said you lost your job. You got
Hold on? Who said this? Ravish.
Both of them. Tony.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I mean, like I fuck with Tony. I had no problem with Tony or even Ravish. Ravish brought me up for some goofy ass reason. But anyway, he said that you lost your job. Dark Cloud got you your job, and you did some fuck shit talking about him. What did he say? You tried to get some girl. And this is some shit they put on the podcast, so I ain't snitching nobody. But he said that you told Ravis about some girl that he was trying to fuck. But why would you do that to somebody that you fuck with and they got you a job that got you at your girl, you living with your girl and all this shit? Oh, what did he say? You got a money borrowing problem. He said you borrowed like $500 from you. I know you borrowed $500 from him.
From who? Ravish?
Yeah, and you ain't give it back to him.
Oh,
this rabbit hole.
He said that you he said that he had to use your deceased sister as a cop out to get the money back or some shit, because I don't know, it was some long shit. It was he was going crazy. Then he said, like, I be in here for 5 hours. I'm like, I ain't never said nothing about Ravish. Like when y'all usually bring him up, I don't say shit about the dude. You know what I'm saying? And he like, so I converted him on Twitter. I was like, if you got something to say, why don't you ever say, like, tag me in on Twitter or come in AGS and say some shit. I mean, I don't know, you probably won't let him in here, but either way, that's some fuck shit. But the same thing, like with
what
Tony.
He bring you up for?
He said that I got a wife and a Becky, and I did. Why the fuck are you in a podcast for 5 hours with a whole bunch of men talking about video games for 5 hours? You got a life, so you need to be. So that's what he's saying about me. Like, and I'm like, what the fuck? What type of goofy shit is this? So I had, like I said, I confronted him about it on Twitter and shit like that. He was like, "You a nerd" and all this other shit, and then tell Hard8, come see me, come to E3, I'm gonna stomp him out and shit. But anyway, like, and like I said, it was no harm he done. But it's just like, I just was like, if you got something to say it to me, like, tag me in some shit, whatever. I mean, I'm not all for the drama and shit, but I mean, I'll show up whenever I need to. But Tony though,
Tony at you though, I don't get it.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure. Like with Tony though, with the calling everybody fucking what's that word y'all like to use? Stragglers. We all stragglers and shit. Like I said, I fuck with Tony. I always liked Tony. He was funny. But the straggler shit get on my fucking nerves with that shit. I hate that. We all call in just to communicate on the call and shit. Anybody can call in whenever the fuck they want to. Like, but he can be in weapon wheel. He said we be in for 5 hours with stragglers who does podcasts for 5 hours, but he'll do the weapon wheel. Then he'll do the fucking what's
the after dark.
The after dark. That should be going to like 3 o'clock in the morning. Damn. You know what I'm saying? And that's your entertainment. But or they'll be in Discord calls playing video games, talking to each other all night. But it's a problem when we do it. Like I know, say it's once a week. I try to explain it's once a week. The dude getting paid for it. You know what I'm saying? And then they acting like we have some type of and this is another thing. Like they had a big ass call with home run and some home base, whatever the fuck they call it, you know what I'm saying? And there's no shots at them dudes. And then what's the other clan? I don't know what the fuck. Wutu?
Wonton?
No, it's a clan. I don't know. They got these weird ass clans and shit that they be doing. And but it's wild that they can't talk shit to each other and then get over it. Like everybody in this call, we all call in at the same time. Mel and Matt come at Ball Daily. Ball Daily come at Savage Man. We all talk shit to each other. and then we come in the next day, and it ain't no fucking harm, no foul, none of that shit. You know, it's no ill will, nobody backbite, none of that shit. I'm gonna go hit up Hard8, be like, hey, I can't come back in the call, Melon Matt. That's weird to me. You know what I'm saying? Like if we all shit. And then they get in the call and like we supposed to be friends, and like that's corny shit. Y'all not friends. Y'all not friends. Y'all acquaintances. Matter of fact, y'all just play games together. Y'all don't really fuck with each other. Like I fuck with everybody. I'm not gonna sit here and call y'all my friends because I ain't never met none of y'all. So, but I'm saying, but I fuck with y'all. And they do weird shit, and they do this shit. They got these stipulations where they can only do something, but we do something. It's a problem. You know what I'm saying? And that's goofy. And that's mostly towards Tony. That's my only thing with Tony. Like I said, I fuck with Tony. I'm always gonna fuck with him unless he say something crazy. But Ravish, like coming at me for no reason, that's a bitch. That's some bitch shit. I mean,
I wonder where he'll pick you out of all people and shit.
They was coming at. Like, he said something about Cycle. They all said something about Cycle, and
he said something about me.
He didn't say
about me. He couldn't.
The whole thing. They were saying, it was a Cycle thing.
Them niggas in a corner somewhere. Ain't nobody listening to them.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a definitely listen to. I'm gonna listen to anything. You know what I'm saying? You put it up, I'm gonna listen to it. You know what I'm saying?
So Corner Store Podcast, that shit flopped. It's trash. So they got together to try to talk shit about AGS, and them niggas is irrelevant. Both of them. Who talks about Ravish? Ravish is irrelevant. Ain't nobody talked to that nigga in like 3 years. He's fucking irrelevant. And did Ravish talk about how he paid me to be a part of that podcast? Did he bring that up?
He ain't do that, no.
Did he bring that? Did he talk about that 500 he talking about is what he paid me? Cause Candace, dumbass.
Damn.
Did he talk about that?
Damn.
Yeah,
he brought Candace up
because he don't want. When Candace got kicked off the first time, he wanted Candace to come back. He was like, Hardy, I'm trying. She gonna be cool. If she fuck up or do anything, I'll give you $500. Remember I told y'all he gave me an offer I couldn't refuse. Remember I told y'all that.
Yeah.
And then
this
Candace
nigga
came back and she
hell,
fucked
bro.
up.
He ain't even give me no pussy.
So he fucking paid me. You know what I'm saying? And he paid me to be part of fucking the podcast. He paid me and Drew paid me. Drew wanted to give me a 1080 Ti. I mean a 1080. I told him no. If anybody remember buying that 1080 off of me that had a New York return address, that was Drew 1080 that I sold for him because he wanted to give it to me to be a part of the podcast. And I told him I didn't want it. Give me the money. He gave me $400. He paid me $400. Him and Ravish. I think Ravish paid me like $400 something around there. Both of them niggas paid me to be next to me. Yeah, talk about that. Did he talk about that?
Nah, he ain't bring that up.
He ain't bring none of that up.
Yeah.
Niggas showed up every week for free.
God damn.
And did what the fuck he was supposed to do. So what type of shit you gonna talk now? Now niggas, when they feelings hurt and they pussy start bleeding, now they want to try to talk dirty about the truth. No, tell the real truth. You paid me, nigga, to chill with me every Sunday. Yeah,
and that's another thing. I think it was like he came at me because he
wait. We can't brush over that. Hold on, wait a minute.
No, hold on. No. He came at me because I don't know. He think I'm like some like a right hand man or some shit. Like everything come through me. Like you, I don't get it. Like
you must be hurt. Oh, you took my spot. Like, fuck I'm you, like, Jay Harvey.
Yeah, like you can call. I mean, I call in like everybody fuck else. So I don't know why he picked me out. Yeah,
listen, Gay Tony is a trans man and he's a fucking crumb side groupie. Like how do a nigga like him got the nerve to talk about anybody? I seen him on a fucking live stream or something. This nigga sitting there with his long hair over his face with a hoodie on, looking like a bitch. I thought that was Haircuts for the Win. I'm like, hold on, Haircuts for the Win changed her name to Gay Tony. When she do that? I didn't even know it was him. I'm like, that's a dude. Like, come on, man. Like this nigga, yo, he's a lame. He's a groupie. He used to always be on my dick. Now he mad as shit because niggas don't fuck with his nut ass. All them niggas. You know what I'm saying? All them niggas. Yeah, and like, Ravish, I don't even know why he dig him up. What you dig up Ravish for? Who cares about what Ravish got to say? He paid me real cash to be able to talk to me every Sunday.
Well, he said, it's just like y'all niggas like to be in video game. Like you associate yourself with the video game like community. You're
that's what it is.
You know what I'm saying? Like this is what you. But he said he don't play no games. He on his entrepreneur shit. Like he
nobody
don't work a
cares.
9 to 5.
Nigga,
And, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude,
nobody give a fuck about none of that.
Like I always figured, like talking about video games and stuff, like that's what we supposed to do. Like
but I'm saying he's saying like
community.
We all in here for 5 hours and shit.
And so what?
And that's what I said. It's like it's once a week. Half of us aren't even here. Like it's usually the beginning is like an hour for 8, and then you got the outro and shit. Half of us call in halfway through. But I mean, either way, I'm a grown ass man. Do what the fuck I want to do. Like I'm not really good with I don't like going back and forth on Twitter. I was like, if you want to say something, invite me to a call. Like I was gonna say something to him when they did that the home base shit like with Tony and shit. Like I just don't like the hypocritical shit that Tony do. Like he can be in a call with 30 other niggas, but when somebody else do it, it's a problem. But like I said, I fuck with him.
Any attention? He a lame.
No, because I fuck with Tony. I like
He's
Tony.
Fucking lame.
He is a lame. I mean, like for
he
you,
a fucking
you might think
ass lame. That's what I'm saying. Like, listen, it don't matter how long we here every motherfucking Sunday. We don't live with mommy. You know what I'm saying? Niggas pay their own bills. Yeah. So talk about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Niggas be thinking they taking shots at others, but they really roasting their own fucking so-called friends. Yeah. You can't talk shit about nobody doing nothing when your friend, his old head live with mommy. Yeah, his old head that he look up to live with mommy. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? You can't talk shit to nobody. So what? We come here once a week, do what we do, and our bills is paid. Yeah. My mommy in Philadelphia. She not in the back room, some fucking weird nigga. You know what I'm saying? She ain't in the living room in an air bed. Fuck is you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Fuck out of here. Niggas could chill and talk about this shit, and we do this shit once a motherfucking week. These niggas is haters. Tony was hating on AGS game night. He got exposed. For some reason, the nigga thought nobody was going to show up.
What
for some reason, he thought nobody was going to show up. For some reason.
Why would nobody show up?
He thought I was him.
He thought I was him.
He thought I was him on his old head Jack move or something.
Niggas been asking to pull up on you on Battlefield forever.
I don't know who he thought I was. He thought I was, or something like that. Yeah. So he thought he tweeted out like some shit like AGS was gonna be dead, and then once he got exposed, he delete the tweet. Don't delete it. It's already screen cap. Fuck nigga. I don't know why he thought I was him or any of his old heads. I get more views than all of them. Legit. Yeah, by myself. I don't need I can do this shit by myself.
Yeah, what's good, y'all?
Yeah,
and his I love to see what type of business this nigga got since he's talking about being an entrepreneur. Nigga probably sell Oreos on the corner talking about
he makes shirts.
He make what?
He makes shirts.
Oh, come on, dog.
He do merch and shit. Yeah, I'm saying, do you thug? But I'm just like,
what was he hating on Cycle for?
No, it was, I guess, with the previous podcast and shit. I had to go back and listen to it. He was coming. He brought up everything. He brought up Drew. Drew's a bitch nigga. I don't know. Like, I thought they was cool. Drew's a bitch nigga. Dark Cloud. He do shady shit or something like that.
This was quite the left turn.
Yo, who got that child in the background? Mute your mic.
It was some wild shit. I was just like, damn. Why? It was weird that he brought me up through it. You know what I'm saying?
So he said Dark Cloud do shady shit.
He do shady shit. He got you. Drew's a bitch. Cycle, he don't fuck with Cycle too much. I don't know what the issue with that is. Like Candace, he fuck with Candace. I don't know why, but I don't know what they must be best friends. And who was the other person that y'all had?
Melon.
He don't fuck with Larry at all. No, Melon. It was kind of like mutual with Melon. He was just saying that you stole money from a college kid, the same shit over and over.
Hold on, why is he still saying that though? When that was
I don't know.
That's wrong.
Because the whole thing was about you having money borrowing issues, and you live with your girl. So yeah, like I wasn't even gonna
still running with lies that already been exposed already.
Yeah, the whole thing. Like even he came out Black Bond. That he brought up all about his dad and shit, like his parents and shit like that. He said he a real one because he put his family in the chat. But when he dropped Bond's family, and I don't know, it was a whole bunch of corny shit. What
was the point? What was the whole point?
Yo, Miss Hardy with that heart with the eyes in the chat.
What the fuck was the point?
Because you had, remember that last patch podcast? Something was like a couple of weeks ago when Alex and them was here. And we had brought up gay Tony as in the game. and then Red Peg had said a joke about the Sebastian shit. Because I think that's his name. I didn't know that was his name. So
he said he didn't like. I mean, no.
Yeah, they don't.
They got
didn't
smoke with him or some shit.
They had. He called him all types of crazy ass names, and I guess and then Alex was like, Tony was like, all right, I'm done with this. I'm about to make a video. He made two videos. About it, and then that's where it stemmed from. I went from all of that. But it was
that was like 2 weeks ago, wasn't that? Like
that's what the whole point was. Like it was 2 weeks. Why didn't you say something in there? I mean, it was corny. So, I'm always, I wasn't gonna really say too much about it until he brought my name up. What it is. I mean, I addressed Ravish on Twitter. That was it.
Hold up. Hey.
Then he called me a nerd and all this other shit. He said he fucked with me and Captain Kenneth. I don't know where the fuck Captain. I don't know. I think that's what it was. Captain Kenneth. I think that's what he said. He said he fucked with me. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So he still be watching then.
Jay,
that's where my issue is. Like, all right, niggas say they don't fuck with the podcast.
But they know everything going on. They know everybody.
Everybody. He says they always say this. This is my main issue with this. They say that everybody agrees with Hard8, but they don't watch the podcast. It's like, which one is it then? Like, say you can't do all, you can't do both. It's either you don't fuck with the podcast. Everybody say they don't fuck with the podcast because after Cole passed away, rest in peace, OG. But I mean, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, which one is it? Like, we all agree with them, or you don't watch the podcast. Which one is it? You know what I'm saying? It's kind of blurred lines here. I don't know what the fuck was going on.
Hey, Jay, you said he brought me up or something? I
wasn't about it was more of the same shit about you ate borrowing money from you. That was,
man. We already talked about that shit.
That $100 from a college kid.
Yeah.
Y'all talk about that game night already?
No, nigga. Is that Alex right there?
No, y'all know who's on it. Y'all know who's on the top of that leaderboard, right?
No, don't switch the subject now.
Nigga, you got like 15 kills, dog.
Fam, top of the leaderboard, top squad each game.
For fucking reviving people. Good job.
Let me say.
Anyway, my joint was fucking up. I didn't play a full game. I never even played a full game.
I'm just saying, we was like, where this nigga Hard8 at? We 5 minutes past my own see this nigga in there. We look in the sky, this nigga in a helicopter. Come on, bro.
My shit was fucked up. Yeah,
come on.
Listen, my stats is public, nigga. What you talking?
Yeah, I don't blame the stats. I'm just saying
numbers don't lie. You know
when you get on the court, that's all I'm saying.
I was 1 and 2 against it.
I was having issues.
I'll get punched in your teeth.
Yeah, I mean the next one, it's gonna be straight. Shout out to Dartars. He said, I'm gonna catch this on the playback player. AGS game night was lit, even though Battlefield 2042 had my CPU hot as hell. Laughed my ass off. Shout out AGS. Yeah. So what was Ravish point of even showing up? Like why was the dead back?
I guess it was just to get some insight or something.
Monto, what's that? Or Return of the Dead or something? Like, what is going on?
Yeah, it was just to bring it back and try to, I guess, get some intel on it.
Yeah, it was just
to say nothing. To say the same shit he said 3 years ago.
Yeah,
so he also gave some updates on like what he had been doing on his channel and stuff.
Oh yeah, he said he flew past AGS. He said he got a YouTube channel that he ain't disclosing until he get 150 subscribers. He's at 30 or 40 right now. You know, I'm like, it's do your thing. I'm happy for you. But just don't bring me up in your bullshit. I ain't never brought that nigga up ever in my life.
I just listened to it. He said he fucked with me, so I ain't got nothing to say to him, man. So good.
I was like, what I do then?
That's what Jay was just saying too.
Oh, Michael, you just listened to it?
I just listened to some of it. Yeah.
Shout out to King Hayes. He said, posted your ID 28. This crazy. I don't give a fuck about none of that. These niggas is haters.
I'm like, why you bring me up? I ain't never said shit about the nigga. He said, the first time I listened to the podcast, you said something about me. I was like, what I say? I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it. What I say?
What did he say you said?
I ain't nothing. I ain't say nothing about the dude. He's
I'm glad they're still listening, though. Shout out to them.
That's
still
what
listening.
I'm saying.
They love it over here. They can't help themselves. They gotta listen. Shout out to Poppy Dangerfield. He said he talked about everybody but Melon. Eyes, I don't know.
All
right, like what the fuck? Like what the shit got to do with me, dog? Don't come for me if I don't stand for you.
Dang.
Shout out to Sam the Man. He said Gay Tony posted a video on Friday night that was 45 minutes talking about another man. But
you know, you do him. Like, I mean, the thing I can't. That's the thing I don't like when they sit there and try to put stipulations on something. Like, all right, you can make a video, but somebody make a video is gay. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like that shit. Black Bond do that shit all the fucking time. I don't get that shit.
Oh yeah, he does do that.
Shout out to King Hazy. He said, don't they be in After Dark for like 5 hours?
Yeah, and you know, if you having fun, what the fuck the problem is? You grown ass man. I can't tell you what to do with your time. Tell me what to do with
This shit crazy.
Yeah, all these hating ass niggas be watching. They be watching every video because they still love me. They just hurt. You know what I'm saying? They just, it's a pain that they gotta let go, man, or something. I don't know, dog. I mean, Ravish hurt. He thought we was best friends or something. So I don't know what's going on, man. He upset. I took 400. I took 400 from you, right, Melon?
Man, shit.
Yeah. So
do that, man.
Leave me out of it. Leave me alone, guys.
Oh, for real. I'm just chilling, bro.
Melon just
bro.
want to get it over with.
I should be chilling, dog.
None of
God
this.
dang.
I want to move on.
So, I must know magic or something to accumulate all this shit I got. I must know magic. I might as well just start making shit out of thin air and then selling it. I'll be up, right? You know what I'm saying? I must know magic around this bitch. Shout out to Torrance Ingham. He said it's crazy how far it went left with you and Ravish 8 since he seemed so invested in AGS success. But I seen weirder ish in the streets. Melon picked one side or no side this time.
Again,
remember.
Don't come for me if I ain't saying for you. God damn, you see I'm here? Shit. Fuck.
Hey, they give it hard. The Me Too treatment, goddamn it.
I mean, I don't think Melon would be here if he didn't fuck with A in the first place. So,
Exactly.
Listen, these niggas Drew was the mastermind.
I don't know, dog. A lot of motherfuckers done came up in here and like in front of 8 Face and hated that nigga the whole time, dog. So I don't know.
Oh no, I agree. I agree that you confront all you want, but I'm saying you eventually get found out.
That's some weird ass shit. If I don't like a nigga, I ain't going around and fronting and
Yeah,
acting like it
exactly.
and all. Well, I'm hanging around somebody I don't like. For what reason? What am I accomplishing?
This is. If you're talking about just people coming in a call.
All right, let me. You mind if I just say this real quick? All right.
No, Melon, stay out of it, man. Just don't.
Melon. If he didn't bring you up.
I ain't talking about that. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about like 8 wouldn't have called me that night. If I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have called me if he want to get some shit settled. So like, we got our shit settled. That's it.
I mean, you ain't got to explain that to us. We got it.
Yeah,
I'm just talking about the shit. Like, I don't know why I was brought up.
I'm just putting it out.
I don't know why.
Like,
let me explain something to y'all niggas. Let me explain something. I don't give a fuck about anybody here trying to crack jokes that I got a white woman. I stand on that. I love my woman. I love my colonizing white woman. All right, I don't give a fuck what y'all niggas think about y'all. And let me another thing. Like, I was talking to some dude. Does anybody in here actually have a problem with interracial dating?
No.
Like, does anybody have a problem with somebody dating out of their race?
No,
no. Ball Daily? Because you was an advocate towards that one time. You got a problem with that? You got a problem with gay marriage too, right?
Hold on. Did what he said something about you being with a white woman?
No, that was another dude.
No, Ravish like white women, don't he?
No, he said it. He just saying something about my Becky and all this other, whatever. It was somebody else that I was talking to on Twitter. But that was a topic I did want to bring up. Does anybody in here actually have a problem with people dating outside their race?
No.
I'm the product of an interracial relationship.
Ball Daily real silent though.
Yeah, he ain't answered nobody's question.
No, nigga, I don't give a fuck.
You are lying. The last time you had a problem with it.
No, I didn't.
Green is all he cared about.
Where I pull up is when a dude gets a white woman and then like
I was just
starts to like trying to downplay sisters. That's the issue, but. You get your white
self-hate shit.
Self-hate. Came at me one time.
I'm just trying to figure out.
Came at me.
I'm just trying to understand who the fuck on a crumb side of the internet period was like, "Hey, Gay Tony, I would love for you to do a video with Ravish." I would love to hear that.
Hey, I ain't got a problem with interracial dating, but I can't lie. Like I kind of feel a certain kind of way when I see a dark-skinned black chick with a white dude. I don't know why.
I mean, you just don't like that.
So you just don't like it.
I don't know if I don't like it because I would never like, you know what I'm saying? I just kind of feel some kind of way about that. I don't know why.
You would never.
You got a problem, and you got a problem.
No,
with gay
I would
marriage,
never say. I would never be like, "What the fuck you doing?" Like I would never, like that. But he's just like, I just feel some kind of way about that. I don't know. I don't get it.
And you got a problem with gay marriage too, like gay
me?
couples too. Yeah.
No, I don't have a problem with it.
But that's not weird to you at all.
I mean, I feel some kind of way about it. It's just like
when you
I would never like come at them about it. If they were my friends or if I knew them or something like that, I wouldn't ask them no questions. I'm just saying, like seeing it, it
makes you feel uncomfortable.
A little bit.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's what it is.
Hey,
I see that all the time.
It is what it is.
Catch up on these super chats. Shout out to Torrance Ingram. He said, "Oh yeah, Psycho is goated, so no Psycho slander will be tolerated. He number 2 on the legacy list because he the shit."
Thanks.
Pause. Keep them significant guests coming, player.
Appreciate it, Torrance Ingram.
You got to do something for him.
No, come on, man.
Shout out to Viewmaster 617. He said Jay versus Ravish would be an epic crumb-side battle.
I don't know why. I ain't got nothing to say. That I said, I ain't got no problem with the dude. It's gonna bring me up.
He got a problem with you.
I don't know why.
Shout out to Torrance Ingram. He said we ain't gonna act like you wasn't over there too, Melon.
Okay. All right, Torrance. You was there. You was there. You know all the shit. Yeah.
There was a lot of shit going on over there, though. There's a lot of wild shit over there, man. God,
what I kind of find funny is that as long as you try to dig out yourself from the crumb side, it always kind of sort of comes.
Right back in.
Exactly.
Right
it's like quicksand. It's like quicksand. It's crazy.
I don't know why these niggas
I got nothing to gain from this though. That's what they acting like we got something to gain from this.
But y'all remember they made a crumb side Wikipedia? Y'all remember that?
That shit's still up, I think.
Yes, bro. I was like, what the hell?
Shout out to King Hayes. He said, Jay, he brought you up to say he couldn't believe your Becky let you sit in the podcast for hours since you have a life and a family.
Like, what's she supposed to do? What's she gonna beat my ass?
You can like set it up.
Hold on.
Like,
you can tell them niggas that never like live with a woman or had a girl because you know if you live in the same house with a person, they do their own things too.
Yes,
right?
after a certain amount of out like a certain hour or certain days, like you get space from each other. Like, yeah, we can.
Is she
we
just
can be
staring at you the whole 5 hours?
Yeah, I'm saying like we sitting. You could be in the same room with each other, as long as we chilling with each other. I mean, we ain't got to sit here and talk all fucking day. Like we chill. People hang out with each other differently.
Straight staring at the monitor.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, like I'm waiting for you to get up, nigga. What you doing?
Man, listen, niggas do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? No matter how long it is, he still went. Like you go to somebody irrelevant channel, you just wasted your time on a irrelevant channel that ain't got nothing going for it. You just sat there to talk about other gossip. They got together like two bitches to gossip about other men.
So that
they got a problem with. So like, when did that become cool and thorough?
And I was like, you can sit down, you can watch.
I don't know.
You can watch boxing, you can watch football, you can watch basketball games. Sit down, waste your time with that.
But they sat down and waste their time to gossip about other men.
Yeah, you can do all of that stuff, but it's fine. It's a problem to sit in the podcast for a little bit, talk about video games.
Don't forget them Twitter spaces.
It don't even matter, dog.
Oh, it don't.
At the end of the day, I'd rather sit in a podcast, talk about games than to sit around gossiping about other irrelevant ass men and shit. Like, why am I sitting around talking about Gay Tony or Ravish? Ravish a fucking snake, and you know, it's good that Drew did get away from that fucking clown. He's a snake ass nigga. The shit he did to Drew was not cool. You know what I'm saying? When that was supposed to be your homie.
I could have sworn he told him to help he killed himself too. I think he did say that in that call.
He said all types of shit about Drew. The last time he did the fucking interview with Gay Tony, they sat around gossiping about other men. You know what I'm saying? He said a lot of nut shit. I'm like, damn, that's supposed to be your dog, and then you talking crazy because y'all had a misunderstanding.
And that's another thing too. Like I said, I don't want to keep bringing up Tony. Like I said, I do fuck with dude, but it's just his hypocrite, being a hypocrite about like him being. He'll say something. I guess one of his relatives passed away. Rest in peace. That whoever did, but and I guess some people from a certain group of Discord was getting on him about that shit.
That was fucked up.
But the problem is he did that shit to 8.
He did it to 8, yeah.
And that's where I was like, you can't say shit comes full circle.
Yeah, he
niggas don't realize that.
He put that in a different, He put that in a rap diss.
And then you do the same thing with where you'll say like Eight's always in beefs and shit like that. He's at every fucking Mocha, BG. I've seen he done came at Wanta, he done came at Alex, he done came with this nigga named Red Pet. This whole call was all about like 30 niggas that didn't like Tony, and I was like, bro, y'all can't be sitting here being hypocrite and then say something about somebody else. Like, I'm not fighting no nigga battles and shit. Like, I didn't really, but it was like when he brought me up, I was like, all right, you know. I mean, he come in here, it might be a different energy with the way I look. I might be a little bit, you know, yelling and shit, but I'm a little calm because ain't nobody in here. But it's just like it's goofy. Like, you can't be a hypocrite with shit. Like, stop doing it.
I think it's one thing. I think it's one thing responding to like allegations or like some shit that happened with like somebody else from you know another